My name is Jayanna Winslow. We're here at Amarillo Hills Emu Farm in Liberty, North Carolina, and we are the largest emu farm in the country. My family's owned the farm for generations. My grandson is the sixth generation of our family to live here, but we're the first emu farmers here. It's a 50-acre farm. We only use less than 20 acres for raising the birds. We probably have around 2,000 to 2,500. At the time, we started out with a flock of about 15 breeders. My husband met a guy who had a small market for emu meat um, for the community that has alpha-gal, which is a allergy to mammal meat. So they got together and started the company, Amarillo Hills, and we've grown from there. One of the first questions a lot of people ask that don't know anything about it is, does it taste like chicken? Because, anytime people try some kind of odd meat, they're like, oh, does it taste like chicken? This is absolutely not like chicken. Emus and ostriches are a red meat, so they're much more like beef. It is a very similar taste to beef. That is why the people that have the alpha-gal allergy, which, like I said, makes them allergic to any mammal meat, they're able to eat this because these are birds and not mammal. So it's very similar to a steak. Pretty much anything you can get in beef, we have in the emu and ostrich. Several different cuts of steaks. We have roast, we have ground, pre-pattied. So my morning generally starts out with, I come back and start packing orders for the most part. I keep up with inventory in the freezer, get orders shipped out Monday through Wednesday. Thursdays and Fridays, I'm usually getting more meat in, sorting meat and putting it up, counting inventory, that kind of stuff. We have somebody that generally comes out and does the feeding for us. If they're not here, then Jay does that. It pretty much has to be done every day or at least every other day. The younger chicks have to be fed every day, and somebody has to go in the incubation and the chick barn. They can be susceptible to bird flu, and we actually are in a program with NC State where somebody comes out and tests the birds every 3 months to make sure that we don't have it. Being in that program, that gives us some insurance on, keeping up with that and making sure they don't. We don't use any vaccines or antibiotics or anything with the birds. They lay eggs from about early November until late March, early April. They're pretty much ending by then. And the age of the breeders will have something to do with when they start and when they end too. A lot of times the older ones start a little bit later. But each female can lay up to about 27 eggs in a season, and that'll be one every 3 days. We go out on an egg hunt every night. It takes about 51 days is average for the incubation, which we incubate them all and then we hatch them. Then we raise them out. 15 to 18 months is optimal to get. If you go much longer than that, you've spent so much on them that it's not going to be profitable to sell them. But getting them up to at least 15 months, they're going to be at their, good and fat, ready to be processed. There's always something to do out here. There's never a time when you're finished or caught up and there's nothing to do. It's a lot to get started. You got to be prepared for that up front. You're going to go through several years of putting money in it and not getting anything out. And the only way to really, you've got to grow. It's not, raising emus is not something you can do small scale if you want to do it as a business. You have to be pretty large because you've pretty much got to sell everything. You've got to sell the oil, you've got to sell the meat. We sell every part of it. We don't waste anything on them. I mean, it's difficult, but it's definitely worth it, just for the lifestyle. I love the farming lifestyle.
Yeah.